They're showing the end at the beginning to make you go, whoa, how did we get to this point?
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
This episode's film is Climax, the 2018 psychological horror, although I think it might be better described as a garbage fire, or a hate crime. Dan, you made me sit through this artistic circle jerk of a film. What's it all about?
So, we have a film by Argentine director, Gaspar Noe. It's a French film, in French, notably called Climax, as Brendan mentioned. But in true French style, it's almost climaxes 4 times, screams a lot, and then rolls over and goes to sleep. A dance troupe assembled in an old school building to practice their choreography, when we discover the punch has been spiked with acid and chaos ensues.
I thought this film was horrible.
I should have actually started with apologising for this selection. I know you had to sit through it. I'm kind of proud that I did that, Tears, but I am sorry, I'm not going to pick for a little bit.
This said it was a true story.
Yeah.
Was it?
Was it?
What-
Was it?
Was it?
Was it?
Because I think a lot of things, a lot of movies tend to do the true story or the based on the true story, which, you know, makes me think, oh, that's interesting. But then you find out it's like, no, they just said that, and that was part, trying to be fun or subversive.
Or some
like
friends got high one
Blair
time,
Witch,
and
it's
that's
like, hey, based on a real thing, and it's not, and adds to the mystery. It's like, I think it just seems kind of like lazy, overdone, little things like that.
Yeah,
So-
it was super arty.
Based on a true story, one time I was at the bank with my mother. She went in to the bank to do some banking, and I stayed in the car.
Yeah.
And I saw a guy exit, and then he took off down the street, and I realised that he'd just held the place up, and he'd knocked into Mum on the way out, and then the security guard was after him. The next thing you know, there's fucking cops everywhere. The fact that my mother and I went to the bank is true. The rest of that story is bullshit. Can I still say it's based on a true story?
Did they get him?
They sure didn't.
Also, they
Because it was me!
another lazy thing is they do the 24 hours earlier. They didn't say 24 hours earlier, but they're showing the end at the beginning to make you go, whoa, how did we get to this point?
They even play the credits at the beginning.
Yeah, they play the credits
Yeah,
at
well,
the beginning.
apparently
Old
that's something
old
that-
films do that, so they try and do that, but then they play the credits 45 minutes in.
Well, that was
sort
the
of music
credits.
and actors as well.
There was actors and
yeah.
the names of the musicians that performed the song.
Yeah.
Apparently, the credits at the beginning of the film is something that, like, it's a bit of a trademark for that director.
Oh, okay.
That's his shtick.
That's fine. Don't do it partway through the film as well.
Yeah, it was weird.
Greedy.
It's not interesting or cool.
Well,
It doesn't serve the story.
It took me a second to realize what they were doing.
Well,
with
even the beginning with the rear projection, old school telly there, and they're doing the casting interviews on it, and they've got the books lined up. If you look at the books, they're kind of about
Suspiria, about a ballet school. It's all sorts of creepy things about suicide and
drugs
influences, and that was a bit on the nose as well.
But it also, I don't know how long it goes for, but I swear, like 2/3 of the way through, I'm like, can the film start now, please?
Yeah, well, I'd love to read through some of my notes that I wrote as I was watching this. The interviews go a bit long. Some people would say too long. Those people are me.
Most of those living, I think, agree with you.
The brother and sister have definitely had a weird shared kiss. Tinder is taking a while to load. I wish my drink was spiked with LSD at this point.
Me too.
I am the angry blonde lesbian, and the film is the boring girlfriend clicking her fingers at me to get my attention.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Maybe the brother and sister haven't had a weird kiss. I think he just definitely wants to fuck her. I can feel the hate building inside me. I hate you for making me watch this, Dan. Look, I'm no Adonis, but this girl, Heather, has a really small head for the size of her body.
Yep.
That was one of the girls on Tinder.
Oh, cool. I was going to say, I can't remember one of the actresses having a small head, but yeah.
What the fuck is the credits in the middle of this film? Here's a list of actors and musical performers of the film. Why? Like, you want to start the film with credits? Fine, but like right in the middle, just there's no point. It made no fucking sense. I really hate all the characters in this film. I hate the writer of the film. I hate the director. I hate the producer. I hate the makeup woman. I hate the person in charge of catering. I hate everyone involved in the making and distribution of this piece of shit. Called it. The brother's trying to fuck the sister.
Just
Who-
quickly, I think before you watch the next film, maybe you should relieve yourself of some sexual tension. It was a bad film, but yeah, I feel there's a bit of energy coming in.
Who watched the red and black upside down scene and thought, this is a good idea? Who? Was it you, Dan? Did you fucking watch it
Yeah.
and think it was a good idea?
I like the upside down camera, but yeah, it was a little bit overused.
Look,
The camera angles, some of them were good. Some of them were quite cool. Like when she's in the corner and it flips sort of 90 degrees. That's quite cool.
I'll say this. It was an extraordinary experience, a real journey of a film. I might watch it again tomorrow. Fuck you, Dan.
You're welcome.
That's
Okay.
my notes.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
My notes.
Yeah, go for it.
I know nothing about dance, so I don't know if any of this was good or not. I just have to assume it was, because they're dancers and I'm not. The film had some really long-ass scenes.
45 minutes was one of the things.
Yeah, it's good.
Ivana, who was the short, blonde Afro girl, I thought she looks like Little Orphan Annie. Like blonde French raver Orphan Annie.
But she's the English speaker, so she's not a French character in the film.
Urine on the dance floor.
Yeah, that was a bit strange. Why did she urinate? I don't know.
They should have thrown her into the snow.
Did she even know
Fuck
she was
that
doing
bitch.
it at that point? Or was she just like,
Well,
I'm doing it, I can't control it?
If the
I'm
story
gonna stay.
plays well, and again, spoiler alert, she's the culprit, so she's fully aware of what she's doing.
So you better not kill the groove. DJ, gonna burn this goddamn house right down. There's urine on the dance floor. And
If it's burning, she needs to see a urologist.
Yeah.
and then I wrote Jacques. No, even though no one said that in the film when they're all
Did you
when they're all just trying to figure out who the culprit is.
I don't think they did the getting high thing too well, but the one thing they did nail is that when you are that incredibly high and you didn't intend to be, as you were spiked, especially with acid, making sensible life choices is not your forte.
Okay. Because part of it, I thought part of it was the fact that when I say the writer of this film, there wasn't really much of a script. Most
No.
of it was ad-libbed.
100%.
And it was, so I think like story decisions maybe came out while, like, as they were filming. It was all
Yeah.
filmed in sequence as well. It's a fucking shit show of a film. Like it's very
Yeah.
pretty, and the like if they were using the dance sequences for a music video or something, it would be very entertaining.
They're pretty good, yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
I realize that people are high, but I'm only going a month. They must have had a large dose, and maybe it brings out, violence and problems in people that have them. But
Some
just
of them
in
were
the few
quaffing a
times,
lot.
in the handful of times I've had psychedelics, I must not have that much bottled up anger or anything, because I just want to have a good time and be chilled out and go, oh, wow, look at my fingers kind of thing. I never want to go, Jacques, and, go off and kick people and hurt people and just,
Yeah. But
set
you're a
people on
cuddly
fire
man.
on this. I'm a cuddly man. So with this, I'm just like, I don't understand that, what you've done. You've taken a dose of LSD and now you're all just fucking going nuts at each other. And
You could argue some had massive
because I was
doses.
able to, still, anytime I've taken anything, I've still been able to be in control enough to know how to operate a telephone, or to go, hang on, this
The
is a
bits you
really
remember.
dangerous situation.
or heavy machinery.
Yep.
But I've done
Often
some
driving.
amazing things when I'm high, things I wouldn't be have the focus or be capable of doing normally. But anyway, I was
Cared for
I was like,
children.
why doesn't someone make a phone call? And then I was like, this is set in 1996. Maybe that was why they said it in 1996, so that perhaps you think why can't people communicate with the outside world? Like, we need help since this awful thing's happened. But maybe that's why they said it in 1996, or maybe it was just because the person liked the music of 1996 and want to have that as on the soundtrack.
That's it. That's the end of the episode. Please like and subscribe for more. I'm Brendan,
I'm Steven.
I'm Dan.
and we will see you next time.
Right?
Bye.
Facts.